What's going on, guys? Archangel here with a brand new Siege video for you guys today. Today I want to talk about Nokk, or Nokk, however you want to pronounce her name. I'll just call her Nokk. Nokk is one of the new operators. I don't really care about Warden so much, so I probably won't cover Warden or give him this kind of character review. I do want to review Nokk because this is the character I've been playing a lot of this current season of Siege. So in my previous Siege video, which I will have at the end of this video, I talked about Nokk just briefly. I talked about why she's a very powerful character. Now, one of my friends, he doesn't see her as powerful because he doesn't like her gun. He thinks the FM9 is just not a good gun whatsoever. He thinks it's bad when it comes to smoke. He thinks it's bad when it comes to Nokk. I, on the other hand, think that the gun is secretly a very decent gun. I've always used it on smoke, and I've always had pretty good games with smoke. And with Nokk, sometimes the lack of damage that it has does kick in, and I'll lose a gunfight that I shouldn't lose. But for the most part, if I'm playing Nokk the way she's designed to play, that gun performs the way it's supposed to perform. So how is Nokk meant to be played? Well, Nokk is meant to be a stealth operator who basically is a counter to camera operators. So think of all the operators in the game of defense who have cameras. You have your bulletproof cameras, you have your Maestro Evil Eye cameras, you have your Valkyrie cameras, you have your Yokai cameras. So you have all these cameras in Siege at this moment, and yet no one other than the ability to just shoot those cameras exists. Nokk counters that. Nokk makes it to where you can get around Yokais without Echo knowing that you're even there. Nokk makes it to where you can get around Valkyries without Valkyrie knowing you're even there. You can move around those bulletproof cams and move around the Evil Eye. So she counters the camera meta that exists in the current form of Siege. Now, I have a clip that I shared in my previous Siege video that you'll also see in this video where Echo is, he's upstairs in a kid's bedroom, and he's on his heel guy. And if I was playing someone else, he would have known I was coming. Because I'm Nokk, he doesn't know that I'm coming at him. So I drone him out. I don't spot him. Do not spot people when they're on cams. Just use your drone, look where they're at, and then go for that push. And with Nokk, he doesn't hear me coming, he doesn't see me coming, so it's an easy kill. Nokk allows you to get very easy kills. A lot of the times when I'm playing Siege, when I'm playing Nokk, I get a lot of flanks, and people just don't know that I'm coming because they can't look at the cams to view that I'm coming. They can't hear that I'm coming. Her gadget makes it to where being a stealth operator who's hitting flanks becomes very, very vital and very, very good. When she was first announced, people had that thought process that she's going to be a solo character, a character who's good if you're ignoring your team and playing solo. I think the team aspect of Nokk is she's the perfect flanker. If your team's doing whatever strategy that they're doing, you as a Nokk can go flank the enemy team and get some easy kills from behind because they don't know that you're coming. Let's take Shalette, for example. Let's take Snowy Garage, for example. Say your team's doing the usual Thatcher, Habana, Thermite thing on the walls, so the enemy team's all focused on that wall. Meanwhile, you're playing Nokk. You either come from upstairs or go from the very back of the garage and go through there, and people just won't know that you're coming because they can't see you on the cams. So I think Nokk's a very good character. I think people who don't like her underrate her abilities. They don't know how to play her correctly. They don't understand how she works. They're thinking to themselves that an attacker needs to have a very powerful gun and be able to get on it and hold sight. They're not thinking of this character is basically an offensive version of Vigil, an offensive version of Kavera. They're not thinking that aspect of this person is good at just countering roamers, countering people like Cav and Vigil, countering people who are off site. She's very good at dealing with that. So I would say people who, if you're not into Nokk, keep trying her out. You'll start to learn that this is actually a very good character. I think when it comes to her and Warden, she's the better character. The reason why Warden isn't that good of a character in my opinion is because he's situational. Nokk's not situational. You can use her every round on offense. Warden, you can't use Warden every round on defense because his gadget doesn't work that way. His gadget is best used when you know that there's going to be a bandit or a Ying on the other team. But if you know that they're not going to have a bandit or a Ying, picking Warden makes no sense. There's no need to pick Warden. If you pick Warden when the team doesn't have a Ying or a Blitz, you're just picking him because you want to pick the new operator. You're not picking him because of his gadget. You're not picking him because of his gun. You're just picking him because you just want to play him. Nokk is not that way. Nokk, you can play her for all the reasons that you want to play someone like Ashe. But she has the added kicker of She can turn invisible to cameras. She can move silently, and she's great at it. So in this video, I have not just ranked gameplay. I also have some terrorist hunt gameplay. The reason why the terrorist hunt gameplay is there is to show off her gun fully. And ranked things are, you know, hit or miss. But in terrorist hunt, you can get a good idea of how her gun can perform. So just mixture of terrorist hunt and action multiplayer thrown in here, just to, you know, because I don't have that much not gameplay, just a little bit of gameplay, because I don't play her as much as I want to, because I'm a team player and I'll pick basically anybody who my team wants me to play. But when I do have the chance to play her, I always grab her because she's a good operator. She's good when it comes to playing on certain maps. She's good for Chalet. She's good for basically any map where the entire backside of that map will get ignored if the objectives are on the front of the map. Again, like Chalet, some Garage, they're playing some Garage, it's very easy to play Nokk. If they're playing anywhere on Chalet, Nokk comes good. If they're upstairs, you can use Nokk to go from downstairs to go up. If they're in kitchen, in trophy room, you can go upstairs and work your way down. She's very good at dealing with that. She's very good at countering things around that. Nokk is a very good character. So I say try her out. Try her out. She's a decent character. Is she game changing? No. She's not game changing. Is she overpowered? No. She's not overpowered. Her gadget. Here's the thing about Nokk. A long time ago, I made a video saying that Ubisoft needs to balance Siege to where if they have a good gadget, their gun should be weak. If they have a mediocre gadget, their gun should be strong. So based on your gadget, should dictate how good or bad your gun is. Nokk has a good gadget. Her gun is mediocre. So she's balanced in that aspect. If you're a good player, you're going to have a lot of good games with Nokk. If you're a bad player, you're going to ignore her because you're going to feel like she doesn't do anything that you will want to use. But to me, she's a very good character. With all that said, guys, if you think of watching, we'll enjoy. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments below. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.